What's up, guys? It's Fan and Pete here. We got an Arizona juice review line for you guys today. This one is on Vapor Pimp. It's made right here in Arizona by a guy called Randy. He gave me 10 of his bottles to try out and review. It's a mix of custards, fruit flavors, and dessert flavors in there. This is a pretty high VG blend, so I'm going to be dripping. That's how I've been vaping on this for about a week now, just to try it out. Definitely really like it. It's just a quick teaser, but quick on the particulars. I'm vaping on, this is a Kronos clone, fresh BTC5 battery in here. Got a 0.3 ohm dual micro coil build on here. Nothing too crazy, but right about where I like it. So anyways, we're just going to go ahead and get started on each of the juices. We're just going to go in order. I will change out the wick on each of these flavors just to keep the flavors fresh, so they don't mix up with any of the other ones there. I won't show that on camera, but let's just go in and get started and just go down straight down the line. All right. All right. Actually, before I even get into the flavors here, just want to do a quick just review on basically the bottle here. I tried Vapor Pimp about 4 months ago at Kidney Puncher. Tried his root beer flavor. That was actually a really good flavor. Since then, he switched up the bottles. He's got the nice amber glass bottles now with the nice dripper on there on top. It's definitely sold at a premium price. I'm going to go at the end of the review and tell you guys where you guys can buy this and the price. And also, Randy will be at the Vapor Dynasty Expo. He's going to be doing some great show specials there, so you can buy his juice there as well. But anyways, so basically change up the bottle since last time. If you guys have seen it here in the stores, it used to be a plastic bottle with a different guy on there, still the Vapor Pimp, but it was kind of like a purple, different logo on there. I think this is a little bit cleaner label. So definitely props to that. He has it in 0, 6, 12, 18, and 24 milligrams. There's no 3 milligram blend as of yet. The warning label on here is just keep this to reach out to children and pets. This product contains nicotine and may be fatal if ingested. Not to be sold to anyone under the age of 18. Pretty standard warning label, nothing too crazy. What I do like is he does label the actual fruit names on there, or the flavor names. So besides the actual name of the juice, this one is Shanny Lady. He does tell you what it is. This one is a coconut cream custard. This is going to be the first one I'm going to vape for you guys. He writes the date he made these on. He makes them right here in Arizona. This one is 70% VG, 30% PG, which is a pretty good mix for custard flavor. And also, when he gave me the bag, it's pretty fun here. Just want to show you guys this. He's got the Ho to Go bag. Okay, his whole thing is a Vapor Pimp, obviously. Lives up to that pretty well. As far as the labeling and the branding goes, it's pretty cool. Sticks out. So let's go ahead and get started with Shanny Lady, which is the coconut cream custard. All right, so I'm going to drip this on here. Let's go and vape this and see how it vapes. And like I said, I've mainly just been vaping this just on a dripper for the whole week. Really just drip. So you obviously can't put this in a clearmizer, but since it is higher VG, obviously you want to be dripping it, and this is mainly intended for drippers, so that's how I'm going to review it. So here we go. First up, we got the Shanny Lady, which is a coconut cream custard. I myself am a fan of custards, so you know, mother's milk, of course, is what got me onto it, but moved out of that like most people do after you vape that for a while. So this is a nice change here that you can get locally if you want to support some good local juice makers like Randy, aka the Vapor Pimp. So let's go ahead and vape this guy right here. Vapes really well. It's got a good throat hit for 6, pretty standard for the throat hit. The custard flavor is definitely what you feel first on this one. Custard base is pretty strong on his custards. So the actual flavoring on top of the custard or underneath it is kind of subtle. This one is a coconut cream custard. You get probably, I'd say, like 40% coconut, 60% custard in there. But definitely holds the flavor very well, even on lower ohm builds. This is a 0.3 build on here. I don't like to go too much lower than that. But it definitely vapes well either way. This one is 70% VG. And this one been steeping for about a month now, so it's good to go. Yeah, great vapor production, obviously. Pretty light flavor overall for the coconut, like I said, but definitely great custard. So that right there is called Shanny Lady. All right, I'm gonna pause the camera. I'm gonna load up, clean up the wicks and load up the next juice on here. All right, next flavor up on the vape block here, guys. The label peeled on this one because I got a little bit of juice on there. This one is called Veronica. This is one of my favorites out of the whole line as far as the custards go. This is a pina colada custard. All right, I absolutely love pina coladas, so that's why I like this one. Yeah, the smell on this one is very heavy on the pina colada. Way more pina colada than custard. A little bit heavier amber color on there. Let's go ahead and drip it on here. This one's also 70% VG. Let's go and have a vape. This one's really good. Like I said, this one you get a little bit more of the actual flavor in there on top of the custard. Maybe about 60% pina colada flavor, 40% custard. Same throw hit, obviously 6 milligrams is what I have all these samples in. This one just smells excellent. Vape's excellent. This is probably the one I vape the most out of all of them right here. You guys like pina colada? You like those pina coladas? This is an excellent custard vape right here. Pina colada custard, great flavor all the way through. Great on the inhale, great on the exhale. This one stays with you a little bit after too. That pina colada. That's what I like about this one. This honestly, out of them so far, this is one of my favorite ones. It's a Veronica pina colada custard. If you like custard, you like pina colada, got to get this guy right here. Good old Veronica. All right, let's go ahead and change the wick out. Move on to the next flavor. All right, next up, we're gonna drip some Lovelace on here. This one is butter pecan custard. Yep, definitely you get a lot of that butter pecan on this one. This one smells like it's more of the flavor versus the custard. It's got a little bit more of an amber color. All right, drip it on there. This one is 70% VG as well. This one's more like a 50-50 as far as the flavor goes. Butter pecan is very smooth on there. It's a very nice, this is a good dessert vape right here, I honestly want to say. Custard is same thing, same as these other base custard, is very smooth, not too sweet. Vape's really good. Yeah, this one has a great butter aftertaste when you exhale. It remains a little bit longer than some of his other flavors. So you know, definitely good. If you like butter pecan, can't miss this one right here. There you go. So that's the Lovelace right there. I'm gonna go ahead and change the wick out, get a fresh wick on there, and put the next flavor on. All right. So next juice we're gonna drip on here is called Heidi. This one is banana caramel custard, 70% VG blend. All right. This one's got a great banana smell to it. Definitely looks like it's 70% custard, obviously. Drips pretty thick on there. He does not add any sweeteners or artificial colors or anything like that. It's just the flavoring in there, which is great to hear. I do not like any sweeteners that or any colors, obviously, when you're dripping. So this is Heidi here. You vape this. This is the banana caramel custard. Let's go ahead and have a vape. Really good. This one's got a little bit heavier custard flavor, I'd say, than the previous one because of the caramel, obviously, and the banana does come through pretty good on this one. Probably say it's about, same thing, about 40% banana, 60%, custard. So the banana and the caramel kind of mixed together. Pretty smooth exhale all the way through. Inhale, exhale, pretty much the same flavor. This one doesn't really change. Well, yeah, definitely great custard. So if you like banana, you like custard and caramel, this is your go-to right here. This one's called Heidi. All right, so let's go ahead and vape this off, change the wick out, and go ahead and load the next juice up on there. All right, we got 2 more to go here. Next up on the vape block here, this one's called Catherine. Good old sweet Catherine. This one's an apple pie custard, just off the description right there. I'm excited for this one right here. This one's 70% VG. Let's go ahead and smell it. Yep, nice mellow flavor, or sorry, mellow smell, apple pie. Yep, apple pie comes through pretty good. This one's a pretty dark amber color compared to the other ones here. This one is back to 70% VG. This is back to the custard here. Let's go ahead and see how she vapes. Just a slightly more throat hit than the other custards. The apple pie is very good though. This one you get, I'd say, about 60% apple pie flavor, 40% custard. Doesn't change on the inhale or the exhale. Smooth flavor all throughout. This one retains the apple pie flavor a little bit on your taste buds after you vape it. Also, not too overpowering. It's a good all-day vape right here. Definitely won't overwhelm your taste buds. Not too sweet because it doesn't add the sweeteners, which is great. No artificial flavors in here. Vape's really good. Just a mellow apple pie custard all-day vape right there. Check this one out, guys. If you guys like apple pie, that's Catherine for you right there. All right, we got one more flavor coming up. Save the most unique, I believe, for the last here. Let's go ahead and change out the wicks and load that one up. All right, next up we got a flavor here called Cassandra. I spilled a little bit of juice on here, so the label is peeling off a little bit on there. Sorry about that. But this one is a center custard, is what the flavor description is. And this one gets maybe a little bit of a cinnamon flavor on there. Maybe just a small hint of chocolate. This one, I'm not sure exactly what the flavor is in there, but on his Facebook, Center is one of his most popular ones, so we'll see how it vapes here. Same kind of custard amber color on this one like the other ones. This one is 70% VG as well. Go ahead and have a vape. This one's really good. This one, the undertones on here really complement the custard well. It's hard to pick out the flavors exactly on this one. Kind of all complements the custard, but like I said, it's kind of a little bit of a cinnamon nutmeg kind of a flavor in there. Very good on the inhale. You get a really good dose of that custard with the center flavor, whatever that is. And like I said, I taste a little bit of cinnamon, maybe a little bit of nutmeg, maybe some very small hints of chocolate in there. This one's really good though. If you like your custards, definitely give this one a go right here. This one's 70% VG. Maybe one more time because this one is really good. Excellent throat hit, excellent vapor production. All right, so let's go. That's the Cassandra. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Change out the wick and get a fresh wick on. All right, next flavor up we're doing right here is the BBC. This one's a true dessert vape right here. This is butterscotch banana cheesecake. Sounds real yummy. This one's 80% VG. All right. Get undertones of the butterscotch on the smell right away. Banana's right under it. Really good smell. This one's a little more amber color here. Go ahead and rip it on here. Okay, so this is the BBC. Let's go ahead and give it a vape. Definitely vapes really well. Obviously 80% VG. A little bit less intensity on the flavor on this one, probably because of the VG. I don't think he put more flavor in here. A little bit of a lighter vape, but the flavor is definitely still there. Butterscotch and the banana undertones here. Cheesecake. Cheesecake's on the back end. It's definitely butterscotch, then banana followed by the cheesecake. Smooth flavor all throughout though. Doesn't change on the inhale or the exhale. This one's a really very kind of a mellow overall flavor, I'd say, as far as the intensity of the flavor goes. Very smooth vape though, definitely good all day vape here. This is the butterscotch man and cheesecake once again. BBC, another great one right there. If you guys like butterscotch or banana or cheesecake, give this one a try. Yeah, very good. Just a medley of flavors there. Nothing too overwhelming on this one. It's just a good solid mix of all the flavors on there. So let's go ahead and move on to the next flavor here. I'm going to change out the wick. Get the next one loaded on here. All right, so that's it for the custard flavors as far as the ones I got for the samples. Next up, we got one of the fruity ones right here. This is a beautiful tropical Hawaiian blend right here. This one's called Hawaii 5 Ho. Love the name on it. And this one he made exclusively for the vaping squad, which is actually going to be at Vapor Dynasty Expo as well, alongside Ninth World's Vapor. They're going to be close to them. And these guys are a great bunch of people. They basically teach people about battery safety and how to build coils for any of the newbies that want to get into dripping. You know, you may be a little bit intimidated. These guys will hook it up for you. We actually went and visited Ninth World Vapor ourselves and met the vaping squad there. They have rebuilds days on every Wednesday. They're switching that over to Saturdays pretty soon here, but they go till like 1 or 2 a.m. and it's totally free. They just do it on a tip basis, and these guys are really friendly, real nice. So this is a little tribute flavor to them. Some of those guys there are from Hawaii, so shout out to them. So let's go ahead and put this one on here. Oh yeah, this one's just a great, beautiful tropical blend. This one's a little bit clearer than the other ones. Obviously, there's no custard in here. Very slight amber hue to it. This one's just kind of a medley of tropical flavors on here. Oh yeah, this one's really good. This one, man, pineapple, papaya, guava is what I'm getting. Just to get a potpourri, if you will, of Hawaiian tropical flavors in here. It has a tiny bit, I want to say, still of that little bit of the custard base. But overall, this is definitely a fruity vape compared to the other ones. It just says Hawaiian fruit mix on there. Really good medley of flavors on there though. A little bit more throat hit on this one, I want to say, because the custard doesn't mute the throat hit, but still, you know, very consistent for a 6. This one's really good. If you guys like fruity ones right here, any of the tropical flavors, check this Hawaii 5 Ho out. Once again, shout out to the Vaping Squad. This is a tribute to them. Good group of guys. Check them out at the expo. Excellent. Excellent. This is a good all-day vape right here. Definitely won't kill your taste buds, I'll tell you that. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next flavor. All right, next flavor on deck is Sweet Caroline. With a good old heart in there, good old Sweet Caroline. This is a strawberry peach cream dessert vape. This one's back to the 70. This one's 75% VG actually. Let's go ahead and smell this one. Strawberry comes through first on the smell, followed by the peaches. This one's a little bit more of a. This one's more of a little bit of a red color than the amber. A bit of red hue. Drip it on here. All right. See how she vapes. This one, the strawberry comes first through the flavor. Peach is a little bit more of a subtle flavor, but still there. Cream is pretty mellow on it. Not too overwhelming, not too sweet. This one's not like a custard. Pretty mellow as far as the sweetness goes, but the flavors are very complimentary though. Not too overwhelming, not too strong, not too much of a fruity vape. More of a dessert vape with the strawberry and the peach just kind of in the background. Vapes as good as all the other ones do. This one's a nice, just a sweet, mellow vape. Good all-day vape right here. If you guys like strawberries and peaches and cream, give it a try. Sweet Caroline. All right. I'm gonna change out the Wake Love next flavor here. All right, last but not least, this is the most unique one I believe right here. This one definitely is one of my favorites as well. This is the Rum Horchata. All right, this is a Rum Horchata flavor, 80% VG. Back to the 80%. If you guys have ever had horchata vapes, they're hard to find. Wow, yeah, this one right here, I'll tell you this, guys, this one will kind of stain the wick, so you definitely don't want to really drip other stuff on here if you want to maintain the purity of the flavor. Nothing wrong with that, though. I pretty much change out my wicks almost every other day. But this one right here is probably the most unique one out of his line. This is the Rum Horchata. Let's go and vape this hoe right here. Wow. This one has the most flavor out of all of them right here because the horchata is such a strong flavor. Probably about 80% flavor on this one with that bass in the background. If you guys ever try horchata, you know what it tastes like. It is a great vape flavor. It's a great dessert vape, basically. This one you get a little bit more flavor on the exhale than on the inhale. Stays with you throughout a little bit after too, but doesn't overwhelm the taste buds. Oh yeah, I love this one right here, guys. This is a very unique one. If you guys have ever tried Rum Horchata or want to try it, this is definitely one I would definitely recommend right here. Rum Horchata, 80% VG, and one more vape on it because it's so good to finish it off. Wow, excellent flavor right there. So that's it right there, guys. Next up, I'm going to go over some of his sales prices and where you can find this, and a little bit more info on his show specials that he's going to be offering there. All right, so to close out the review, guys, going to tell you guys where you guys can find this juice here locally in Arizona. Like I said, Randy makes it right here in Arizona, so go ahead and support your local juice makers. Try it out. So right now you can buy Arizona Vapor Pimp at Vapor Vortex, Ninth World, Trinity Vapes, Kidney Puncher, as well as Vape Central. The retail price on the older plastic bottles was $12 for a 15 mil. His new amber bottles, which are definitely nicer, definitely recommend doing the amber bottles. Obviously, protects the UV light from damaging the juice, gives you a little bit longer shelf life, and you don't want any, plastic leaching in there too. So the glass is always nice that he switched over to that. Those are $15 for a 15 mil. And then at Ninth World Vapor, you can get the 30 mils for $20. And like I said, he will be at the Vapor Dynasty Expo with the booth. He's going to be running some show specials. So he told me he's going to be doing the 30 mil bottles for $20, 2 for $35, or 4 for $60. So that's the deal right there. 4 30 mil bottles for $60. Definitely don't want to miss that. Check him out at the expo. If you can't wait till then, obviously check out all the stores he's at. You can hit him up on Facebook, Arizona Vapor Pimp. I'm going to include the link below as far as the link to Vapor Dynasty Expo. And we look forward to having him there. And keep on vaping, guys. Support your local juice vendors. Thanks to Randy for sending this juice. Check it out, guys. If you like custards or fruity mixes or dessert vapes, especially custards, you don't want to miss Arizona Vapor Pimp. Check him out. Try it out. You'll like it. I have one more vape here to close it out. All right, guys, this is Phantom Pete from Phantom Pete Vape Media signing off. Keep on vaping.
Pleasure, 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 pleasure.